We stream high-definition video, fire off text messages, and make voice calls daily, and most of the time the process feels completely effortless. But underneath that smooth surface, digital information is under constant threat. Without a rigid set of rules forcing order onto the system, your data would quickly degrade into static and meaningless noise. Curious, this raises a question of engineering. How do we actually build a system capable of taking chaotic electronic signals and turning them into reliable communication across the globe? To appreciate the hardware sitting in your pocket, we have to look at the specific metrics that define success and the precision required to keep a digital conversation from falling apart. This precision is measured against 4 strict requirements. As this slide outlines, the effectiveness of any data communication system depends on delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter. First is delivery. The system must route data to the correct destination. The information has to be received by the intended device or user, and absolutely no one else. Second is accuracy. If data is altered during transmission and is left uncorrected, it becomes unusable to the receiver, essentially breaking the communication. Third is timeliness. For things like audio and video, delay is the primary enemy. The system has to deliver information as it's produced, in a sequence engineers call real-time transmission. This graphic highlights the final metric, jitter. The timing of data arrivals must be consistent. Look at the bottom half. When there are uneven delays, data packets bunch up like the purple cars in this traffic jam, resulting in stuttering video or lagging audio. Modern networks are built to withstand incredible pressure, but neglecting any one of these 4 metrics creates the performance gaps that turn a high-speed connection into a source of frustration. To guarantee those 4 metrics, we have to physically assemble the right hardware and conceptualize the right logic. This diagram illustrates the physical foundation. Every system requires endpoints, a sender that originates the data, and a receiver at the destination. Between them travels the message. This is the information being communicated, which can take the form of text encoded in ASCII, numbers, images, audio, or video. That message requires a physical path to travel on, known as the transmission medium. Depending on the network, this could be copper twisted pair wire, fiber optics, or wireless radio waves. But hardware and wires alone accomplish nothing. Without a shared logic to govern how they interact, the devices sit in silence. That brings us to the 5th component, protocol. This is a strict set of rules that acts as a binding agreement between the communicating devices. Connecting 2 devices without a shared protocol is like a French speaker trying to converse with someone who only understands Japanese. A physical connection exists, but no actual meaning gets through. By establishing standards for how data is formatted and timed, protocols directly address the vulnerabilities of inaccuracy and latency we saw earlier. Once those rules are in place, data moves across the medium according to 3 specific modes of data flow. First is Simplex, a one-way street pushing data from a mainframe to a monitor. Next is Half-Duplex, where communication flows in both directions, but only one at a time, like a walkie-talkie. Finally, Full-Duplex is simultaneous 2-way communication across the network. These rules of data flow and protocol act as the invisible digital traffic laws that prevent physical hardware from collapsing into chaos. When you send a simple text, a sender formats a message using a rigid protocol, pushes it through a transmission medium in full duplex mode, and routes it to a waiting receiver. As this summary outlines, the coordination of these 5 components is the method used to manage the threats of poor delivery, inaccuracy, latency, and jitter. The next time a video loads instantly on your screen, you're seeing the result of billions of devices executing these specific protocols and traffic rules in perfect synchronization, millions of times every second.
Thanks for watching this video. If you want the notes, just go to the description and tap the Telegram link, but make sure you're subscribed before accessing them.